Am I? Oh, I guess I am. It's. I don't know. I'm just sitting here. I'm Jaynee from Messages from Heaven by Jaynee and Messages from Heaven by Jaynee.net. Um, oh, I forgot. And let me see. What do you call it? Spiritsbyjaynee at gmail.com. That's my whole thing online. Um, okay. I want to say this is fast. It's going to be very fast. Yes, we come back and back. And hopefully our our spirit self takes all the information in that we get from each life. We we are different usually when we come back. We don't usually come back four times as a Cambodian or four times as a Nigerian. We usually switch around according to what I believe is whoever in our family group, which includes all kinds of spirits, whoever has gone back into a physical life and wants to be pregnant. Then, if that's the case, because we want to go back and live, we go zooming into that that body as a fetus. That's what I believe. I We might have special plans, things we want to do. We don't have a choice, as far as I'm concerned, with what body we get, what sex we get. We just are, whatever it is. We don't have a choice as to where we're going, or what talents we have, or what problems our body is going to have. A lot, I think, a lot on Earth is random, and I think that is also random. I believe in coincidences a lot, but I don't think this is. I think it works because it is random, and we make the best of how we are, how we come. Okay, I want to say that there there are there's so many cultures in the world, and it is ridiculous for us to say, "Oh yeah, I understand that culture." I don't think you can unless you've lived it, you've lived in it. For instance, in the United States, there are lots of different cultures. And in fact, the African American and the Native American cultures have been beaten up continuously since the beginning of this country and before that. Um, but they aren't just one culture either. Cherokee Indians aren't the same as what? I don't know. I can't think of it. I forget a lot of words, and just just another kind of the Native American tribe. They're different. I mean, they may have similar cultures, but not be exactly the same. And I think African Americans are not. They they're not told. I mean, they don't grow up saying, "Oh, I'm an American, so this is the culture I have to be." No, I think there are various cultures there. Um, so it's just reality. I think it's a wonderful culture, but that's the culture that I see coming from Philadelphia in the United States, which is the northeast part of the United States. So that actually is a kind of culture there, and it's not the same as the culture in the center of the country, or certainly the South, because the South is more religious. It's a different kind of culture. It might be friendlier. I'm not sure about that, but it's certainly not the same. People think white people are a culture. No, no. There are many cultures. Um, Polish American is one. I mean, and that's American. We're just not talking about Poland. we're saying Polish American, and that already is different. I remember my daughter-in-law's sister's husband arguing with her brother's wife, who was more Polish. They actually came. They're, they were American, but their families came from different parts of Poland, and so the cultures that they knew were different. Which one was better? They would argue over this, and it was really sounded. It looks like today. No, well, I had all the other color cut off. I couldn't stand it. Um, uh, just, I mean, just understand from what other, from whatever culture you have come from, which isn't good English. Um, there are many other cultures. Honor your culture, love yourself, because you certainly deserve it. Um, understand you're fine. You do come from a culture, and you are you, and you're allowed to be you, and be you. You don't have to be, you don't have to conform to anybody else's idea of your culture. Am I being clear? Um, I grew up mostly in one section of Philadelphia. We have a we have a accent. I say coffee. Other people don't. Water, man. A lot of words like that. I like it, but when I go out west to visit my brother, people look at me like, what? When I talk to people down here in Delaware, they don't even, I mean, they live so close to Pennsylvania, but they don't talk the same way. I grew up in a certain culture. Wasn't the same as the South Philly culture. The man I married came from South Philly. It's a, it was a different culture, not that different, but somewhat different. I'm not trying to talk the way they do. I'm not trying to talk the way the people on TV talk. And don't you either. You be you, because the person you are is beautiful. As long as you hurt no one, don't punch anybody in the nose. They can be different from you, and when you meet somebody who's toxic and crazy, turn your little body around and walk away. I have trouble doing that, but that doesn't mean you have to have trouble. I tend to be like, this is the right thing, and let me, I'm talking to the wind and not realizing it. When you see somebody toxic, like I said, just turn around. Don't even, if you know already that that is a toxic person, turn around before they even see you. You can, it's better to go in the opposite direction, take my word for it. Okay. I think really that's all I wanted to say. It's really short, and I want to work on a painting that I'm doing. I'll show you what I'm working on because it's not done. See, I'm telling you, I'm sick about what's going on politically in our country, and and my husband's dying of of kidney failure. There's a lot going on. Um, I'm not looking for your pity. We've been together for 60 years. Everybody's going to die at some point. It's, we have another life waiting for us. We do, and we can make a choice if we want to stay there. Doesn't seem. I haven't met anybody, and I talk to spirits all the time. I haven't met one spirit who says to me, "I can't wait. I want to get back immediately." No, no. They do want to come back, most of them, but they're not dying to come back. I mean, they're not. I can't wait, Jane. Blah, 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 I can't wait. I don't want to even talk to you. I can't wait to come back. No. Mm-mm. I think it's a pretty good thing over there. I don't understand what they do. I was talking to my father yesterday and asking him, but I didn't really understand. I think we understand when we get there. Oh, by the way, Here's my cat shirt. I do like cats, even though they're fur little bastards. I mean, if they were big, they're really the same when they're little as when they're big. Like, the big cats would take a swipe at you and you'd be dead. Well, these cats do the same thing. It's their nature. That's why I wouldn't want to work with the big cats. Okay, enough of my bullshit. Excuse me. This is why it's not for kids, because I curse too much. Okay, have a good night. I love talking to you. Please talk to me. Write to me on, let's see, Spirits by Jaynee. That's easy enough. And you can reach me here. I forget. Let me see. Messages from Heaven by Jaynee at YouTube. I don't know. You can, if you are younger than, say, 60, you probably know twice as much, at least, about computers than I know. I know nothing. I mean, I was born in 1947. I'm more familiar with the Second World War. Okay, good night, good night. Have a lovely evening. Good night, and a lovely tomorrow. All right, good night. I'm trying to find the way to get off. All right, let's see. Who knows?